Hi guys, Alistair Taylor here, and today we're going to talk about adjustable drivers and do they help and do they make as big a difference as maybe some of the manufacturers will claim. So I'm going to use my Nike Vapor Flex driver. I have this set at 9.5 neutral, so the club face is dead square, 9.5 degrees of loft. Now I would normally hit just a very tiny, maybe 5-yard draw. So I'm going to make normal swings, and I'm trying to make a similar swing as I can. We're going to hit 3 shots with it neutral, 3 shots with the club face closed, 3 shots with the club face open, and we're going to see if it varies the shape of the shot. Now it is going to be affected slightly by where I hit it on the club face. Hopefully they're all going to be out the middle. But I'm honestly going to try and make a similar swing as I can, and let's see how it affects the shape of the ball. So like I said, this is my normal setting, so I would very much expect my normal kind of shape of shot. And that's set off just right and is drawn back. So at least one decent swing to start with. Because I think there's a lot of claims out there that, you know, certain drivers will cure a slice. Not a big believer in that. And again, there's a little draw, maybe 10 yards on that one. And I know, not going to look too much at numbers on here, but I know that my club, I swing the path's a little bit to the right and the club face is slightly closed to that, so that will certainly give me my little push draw every time. A little bit out the toe, so that's going to shape a little bit more. But all 3 of those fairly consistent. So I'm going to take it now, keep the loft exactly the same, and I'm going to close the club face. So for any of you guys who tend to shape the ball from left to right, the theory would be that your club face would be less open through impact, so it should shape it less than you would usual. For someone like me, probably not an ideal setting, because this is going to make me shape the ball more from right to left. So, and I think as well, particularly good players, but I think players at every level, it depends how a club looks. And I know for me that looks left straight away, so it doesn't fill me with confidence as to where I know where it's going to go. Again, definitely a bit more shape from right to left. And again, so for me personally, I couldn't play on a golf course with it looking like this, because it would really feel like I'd just miss everything left, or I'd have to feel like I was aiming a long way right all the time. Again, big swingy one from right to left. Might be good if I ever get an invite to Augusta. Certainly won't struggle on 13. Final one with the club face left. And again, big right to left shapey one. So yeah, kind of what I would expect. So certainly something that I have tinkered with in the past. Because I draw the ball, I have been tempted to set this a little bit open. So the club face points a little bit right as address. And I'll be honest, I do like the way it looks when the club face sits a little bit open. Feels like I can't miss it left. But let's hit some shots, and I would expect this to be, at best, probably straight. Probably would expect to see this cut. So yeah, it definitely sits, looks open. Definitely feels like I can be more aggressive with the swing when it's like that. Yeah, there's a little slidey one. Which is an unusual one for me, because I've never seen the ball kind of naturally work that way. And like I said, they're all Still 9.5 degrees loft. And again, same swing. Yep, there it is again, just drifting left to right. And one last one. Okay, hit this one a bit harder. Again, still started pretty straight. We set off just a little right and then drifted. So guys, as we look at the shots there, does the adjustability make a difference? For me, if your swing's relatively consistent, and most guys that I see, even though they think they're not consistent, they are a lot more consistent than they give themselves credit for. I think it helps. So if you're a slicer of the ball, having a club that the club face is slightly closed can definitely assist in minimizing that shot. If you're someone who hooks the ball, having it open can assist with that. I would agree that for some guys, the fact that it looks in a particular way makes it very hard for them to commit to making the same swing. But from a pure scientific perspective, it should help. Does it do what some of the manufacturers claim? I've heard some outrageous comments in the last couple of years. I don't think it does. You know, they're not magic drivers. If your club face is 15 degrees right at impact with a path that's swinging 10 degrees to the left, buying a driver that you can close the club face a couple of degrees is not going to make a massive amount of difference to your shot. It might give you some confidence. But guys, adjustable drivers, do they work? Yes, to a point. It's always, like I say, a case of getting fitted though. Like I said, most guys will have a particular pattern to their golf swing. Your pro or whoever's fitting you can see what that pattern is if they've got a launch monitor, and they can then potentially put something in your hands that makes it easier for you to minimize those characteristics and hit better shots and possibly more consistently good golf shots, but probably also improve the quality of the bad ones. So thanks so much for taking the time to watch the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it, leave any comments below for me. Subscribe to the channel, do all the usual things. I've been Alistair Taylor here at Heron's Reach. Hope to see some of you down here soon. Stay in contact.